My ultimate goal is to, in so freeing myself, I can free others.
That's the power of intent, and that's the power of injecting love into something that you do, whether you enjoy it or not.
This documentary is about growth, meditation, and nature awareness. It was made possible by women and men who are interested in the evolution of consciousness. In saying that, it should be led by men because it...
I have no idea why they're getting angry.
Do you think women are more spiritual than men?
No, not necessarily.
Men are often closed books. That's who we are. That's our difference.
Just because women are a bit more open to explore, and they haven't been so conditioned or that in the way society conditions us to think. You'd get quite a few people saying to you, well, look, all the answers are within, just go inside and get them. And apart from that, no one ever sort of explained to you how to connect with those inside feelings, how to interpret them, what the languaging was.
It has many different forms. Meditation, as a child I used to meditate, of course. I'd sit by the river and for hours and just watch the water.
The more you do it, the easier it becomes.
I think our worlds are just so busy that it's really a strange space for us to be quiet.
Through the years I realized that singing is a meditation in itself.
If you spend 2 hours in the garden just weeding, you do go into these zones.
I think the biggest barrier is just doing it. I think we get so absorbed in our busy lives that we feel we're too tired, we're too busy, not enough time to meditate.
We don't see that there's an immediate value to it, or an immediate response to it. Sad. I find it sad. And as a result, we have a whole lot of people who don't even know that they're gifted.
Shamanism that has been stripped bare of all of its cultural appendages. It's not Native American, it's not New Zealand Maori, it's not Australian Aborigine, it's not Celtic. It's the truth that lies in all of those. It's what Great Spirit gave us.
People have forgotten how to connect with nature. And that's another form of meditation in itself, connecting with nature at a deep level.
I mean, spirit is everywhere, but spirit really speaks to you in the forest.
As a child, I was visited several times while in the forest by beings, if you like. They clearly didn't identify themselves, but the nearest I can describe would be like the fairy folk, as the Irish know it, Tuatha De Danann.
I've seen what I call nature fairies and animals if I go through a wooded area in my meditation.
I do go out in the bush and collect herbs and talk to hawks and work with animals and nature spirits.
Walk within that meditative state, particularly in nature. It's wonderful, when you really walk in nature, connected with it. It's like you're moving through this wonderful coat of energy that's interconnected.
I'd like to define the difference between religion and spirituality. Religion is what others have taught us, what has been handed down through the generations, what has been put in books, what our forefathers have told us. Religion comes from the outside, whereas spirituality is experienced on an individual level, and this is where we learn from our own inner being. So in essence, religion comes from the outside, spirituality comes from the inside.
The Inquisitions and the Catholicism and the Christian movement has been so strong over the last 2,000 years that people have been afraid to open up their spirituality, and those that did suffered.
You're going to burn in hell unless you do what I tell you to. I think that's all power and control.
Church is a way of actually controlling people. God is everywhere.
You just go into the church and you see what happens there, and you are introduced to rituals, and you just take part and you don't ask any questions. I need to ask questions. So if somebody gives a sermon and he says something I don't agree with, I just feel like, please can I? Oh no, I think no, I'm in church.
Organised religion is just another institution to benefit a few people who are in power.
I can see the good parts of religion, like I see the very negative side of religion as well. It sort of serves a purpose, I think, for people. I've been down that part of my journey.
Keep an open mind. Question everything. Question what you have been told in the past. Check it out for yourself.
If you're a skeptic, step back and keep watching.
Everyone's wanting a green, peaceful world, and I think this is where, this is the path that we're going into in 2012, I believe.
Every single being on this earth has chosen to be here because it exists as a duality, it exists as life and death, it exists as all these different dualities, all to be explored. This earth, which is on the outer reaches of the universe, which is difficult to get to, there are millions and millions of souls who are lining up to be here, and yet when they arrive, they forget what they're here for.
I believe the new earth will be heaven on earth.